Howdy folks, it's JC Dozer Bushman here. Hey, I'm going to do a little knife review here about some legendary knives. The Ka-Bar Marine Combat Knives. Here I have them right here. This right here, as you can see, it says Ka-Bar USMC on the sheath. That's the original Marine one. And then this says Ka-Bar here. This is the 1211 model, the all black. And then right here we have the Ontario SP1 Marine Combat Knife, which, you know, 3 different companies that cutlery that make for the military is Ka-Bar, Ontario, and SOG. And I'm not gonna do a test review because there's so many test reviews on these knives on YouTube and other sites. But I just want to go over my collection here and tell you what I think about them. Because as an avid survivalist and outdoorsman, and I have to have them for my collection because they're, you know, military grade knives, great for survival, great for combat. You know, they're fighting utility knives. So I wanted 2 different types of Ka-Bars because I wanted the original Marine style, which I'm a big fan of, as you can see here. This is the, see how it has those stacked leather handles. I'm trying to pull it out here for you. Kind of got my hands full here. As you can see. This is not one of those cheap knockoffs like the Chinese models. You can see right there clearly. It says Ka-Bar, Olean, New York. There it is, more clear out of focus. Made in USA. It's USMC. It's partially serrated. It's a 1095 carbon steel with, I don't know how you say about that, 1/8 of an inch blade thickness. Your stacked leather handles. Butt cap on the pommel there. Has great retention. But I wanted one Ka-Bar to have half serrated and the other be a straight. This would be a straight blade. Now, I've seen reviews on YouTube. They say that this model here, the 1211, is probably the best model because it's all waterproof. You've got your sheath here, your Kydex. It's a hard plastic, so it's like weather resistant. It also has a drain hole here. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted a Ka-Bar with a that was waterproof. Try and get it out here for you. Snaps in there real good. As you can see here, it says USA, model 1211. This says right there, Ka-Bar, Olean, New York, just like the Marine Corps one. Just showing you folks that these are not cheap Chinese knockoffs. I paid quite a bit of money for these. This is the straight edge, which I wanted the straight edge. The Kraton plastic handle, which makes it waterproof and sweat proof. Like if you're using the Marine combat one, your hands are going to sweat, and this may discoloration a little bit compared to this one here, which this one you could get wet. But carbon steel, you don't want to get it wet because carbon steel does rust, but it's one of the strongest metals you can get. So here we are, side by side. You got the 1211 USMC, and then we'll click over here to this sheath real quick, so you can tell the comparison of the leather USMC sheath. It's just pretty nice. It's got a nice belt loop here. Retention strap's nice. It's got a snap instead of Velcro. Same as this Kydex. I love this Kydex. I like it even better. It's got a nice retention strap here. It's got different ways on here that you can. Here's a belt loop that you can mount it to a belt, a backpack, a load-bearing tactical vest, whatnot. And you can even see you have all this here. Like I said, you can put paracord and wrap it to, you know, like I said, different packs and vests and stuff like that. And then we'll go along to the Ontario. This has 2 retaining straps. Has a /hat. It's kind of a funky sheath. It's a nice sheath. It's one of the better nylon sheaths. It's half nylon this side, have leather here. And then I got the leg tie for this one. I haven't worked on these others yet for the leg ties. So I just got them the other day. See if I can get it out of here real quick. Okay. This is exact same design as the K-bars. And Ontario is not a Canadian company. As you can see here, it says on the blade, Spec Plus Marine. I get it, there it is, SP1-95, Spec Plus Marine, Ontario, USA. Ontario is another company that makes knives for the military. These are a little bit cheaper, but to be honest with you, the blade thickness is like almost 1/4 inch thick. And then what's different about the K-bar, let me move these around here. See, here's a comparison of K-bar and Ontario. K-bar here has this false edge right here. Unlike the Ontario has an extra edge on the tip, on the clip point tip here. And this also has a craton grip. But it has actually a finger hold here, so you can, if you slide down on your fingers. This knife here is awesome. I love this knife. I've had it for a long time. It's even got this anti-slip here, so you can come back and choke down or hack or cut, do what you gotta do. You can kind of pull back on that like that. Whereas this here, it's very nice too. I mean, it still has a good handguard, but it doesn't have as much on the back. The K-bars are a lot lighter weight than the Ontario SP1. See how it's the same knife blade design, and they're all made of the same 1095 carbon steel. But just the handles are different, and it's just made by a different company. But they're all you know, military spec knives. And this one's also waterproof because of that, but the sheath isn't. So that's whereas I'd have to say I like this knife the best, but I like this sheath the best too. But anyway, folks, that's my review on the K-bar knives. You know, if you want to go to YouTube or any other channels and look for actual, you know, the test reviews on them, you can do that. I just didn't make one because there's been so many out there, but I want to show my comparison of what I thought about them and the specs on these knives specifically. Ozark Bushman JC signing out.